Guys, for once and all, let's end this debate today. मैं सीरियसली बोल रहा हूँ, आज दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी कर ही देते हैं। चाय पीने वालों को लगता है कि चाय इज द बेस्ट अमंग ऑल, और कॉफी पीने वाले तो है ना, वैसे भी नहीं सुनते। But did you know that while there are 20 different kind of coffees, there are about 3,000 types of teas. Tea or coffee is an important part of our day-to-day routine. Therefore, you need to understand what the reality is, which is something absolutely different. To know in and out about our favorite beverages, do watch this video till the end, as I will reveal all the secrets, and please do share it with your family and friends if you liked it. Hello family, welcome back to my channel Vijay Thakur Fitness. Let's start by understanding and talking about the history of tea and coffee around the globe. Legends say that tea was discovered by a Chinese emperor called Shen Nung around 1500 BC, and coffee was discovered in the mid 1600 AD. Well, एक बात कहूँ तो India was never addicted to any beverage until the last few centuries. We started only having tea on a regular basis in the early 1800s when the British East India Company began large-scale production of tea in Assam. ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले हम बिल्कुल टी नहीं पीते थे, पर अंग्रेज़ों के आने के बाद टी कंजम्पशन और प्लांटेशन का रेट काफ़ी हाई हो गया था। और दोस्तों, कॉफ़ी की बात की जाए तो इंडिया में वो चाय से काफ़ी पहले आ गई थी। Coffee has been grown in India since the late 1600s, when it was first brought to India from Yemen by Saint Muslim Baba Buddha. Chikmagalur in Karnataka is where it was the first place the coffee was introduced in India. South Indian states are the major producers of coffee in India, with Karnataka having more than half the share at 53%, Kerala at 28%, and Tamil Nadu at 11%. The remaining states include Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Assam, and Tripura. Guys, so you will not believe, out of the total coffee produced in India, 70% is exported, while only 30% is retained and used for India's consumption. अरे यार, क्यों 70% एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हो? महंगा होगा ही ना कॉफी। I guess I have spoken enough about the history of these beverages. Now it's time to understand which beverage is best for us, coffee or tea. Usually हमारी दिन की शुरुआत चाय से होती है, and as we say, there is always a reason behind everything. And before proceeding, let me clarify first that there is no harm in having your tea daily. So, how many types of tea are there available for us? Here is the list. There's milk tea, there's green tea, there's herbal tea, there's matcha tea, there's chamomile tea, there is oolong tea, and black tea. These are different kinds of tea that are available and that we usually prefer. All these types of tea have a good amount of EGCG, which helps you lose weight and also keeps you away from many chronic diseases. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि ये EGCG क्या है? ये EGCG, wait, allow me to explain. EGCG, that is something gallet, and you should know that it's a plant-based compound called catechin. So it helps in reducing inflammation, aiding weight loss, and also preventing certain chronic disease. Black tea and green tea helps in reducing the risk of heart disease and also helps boost our immune system as it's rich in antioxidants. इसके बारे में बहुत सुना होगा, but let me tell you, ये antioxidants क्या है? Antioxidants are the molecule that prevent damage to important proteins in our body, such as our skin, hair, and other vital organs. And green tea has a very good amount of antioxidants. Oxidants that these antioxidants fight are a byproduct of energy produced in our body, and these oxidants are like uninvited guests. They bring us no value and really mess up our inside. And then these antioxidants come like superheroes to save us by fighting these oxidants. Black tea, which is also kali chai, helps in digestion. और हम बहुत बार स्टमक अपसेट होने पर ये लेते हैं। पर्सनली चाय से मुझे तो कोई एसिडिटी नहीं होती है, बट दैट डजंट मीन दैट आपको एसिडिटी नहीं होगी. दिस टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन ईच इंडिविजुअल्स बॉडी. one of the most important benefit of tea is that it contains theanine that helps us in relaxing after our hectic day. That's one of the reasons why people ask for chai during breaks. And yes, there's nothing to worry if you prefer milk in your tea. Milk contains calcium and protein, and it does not reduce the health benefits of tea in any way. तो हाँ, आज के बाद कोई अगर आपको चाय पीने से रोकेगा तो उन्हें ये वीडियो जरूर दिखाना,
ये देख,
और हाँ, पक्का सब्सक्राइब भी करवाना. And one more thing, this is the bumper information exclusively for you. Did you know that there is one thing that we add to our chai which is very harmful to our health and body? Well, tap on the Instagram link in the description to know more about it. तो चलिए अब बात करते हैं कॉफ़ी के बारे में, जो पर्सनली मेरा भी फेवरेट है. Coffee is the most consumed beverage in the world. Just like tea, even coffee has a lot of varieties and they are prepared with different methods. So these varieties include espresso, americano, latte, mocha, flat white, cappuccino, Irish, just to name a few. Coffee is usually consumed with or without milk. And as we all know it, coffee contains more caffeine than tea. And caffeine helps you improve your physical as well as mental performance. So if you want to feel more energetic, I would suggest that you consume a cup of coffee before you hit the gym. Ideally 45 minutes before your training sessions. And trust me, it will help you a lot. Coffee also helps in reducing the risk of cancer and other deadly diseases. It has a lot of antioxidants, the little warriors that work to fight and protect you against the free radical species, the body damaging oxidants that we just spoke of before. A recent study, say for example, such as Medical News Today, also shows that those who consume more caffeine had a lower risk of developing kidney stones. Isn't that amazing news? Coffee also has polyphenols in it. You know what polyphenols are? Polyphenols are plant-based compound similar to antioxidants. It helps managing blood pressure levels and keeps your blood vessels healthy and flexible, promoting good circulation in your body. चलिए अब एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट बताता हूँ आपको, ध्यान से सुनना. Did you know a coffee named Kopi Luwak is the most expensive coffee in the world? But can you imagine how it is made? Well, थोड़ा फनी है और बताना तो पड़ेगा ही. It is produced from the coffee beans digested by a civet cat. Yes, it's a poop. देखो, अब फायदे की बहुत बात हो गई टी और कॉफी के. But now let's talk about the cons or disadvantages of these beverages. So therefore, the question here is that how much is too much? As simple as it sounds, anything overconsumed can be hazardous to us. Having more than 4 to 5 cups of tea or coffee in a day might lead to some health issues. Tea contains tannins, and excessive amount of tannins can lead to an iron deficiency. Excessive amount of tea and coffee can also lead to acidity if consumed more than required. Ideally, it is not advised to have milk tea on an empty stomach, but this totally depends on your body type. The caffeine in the coffee has long been associated with high blood pressure, anxiety, and jitters. All of these side effects may not come as a surprise to you. However, caffeine does have varying effects on short-term and long-term blood pressure. Lastly, ज़्यादा caffeine से नींद आने में भी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. So now you know. पर अब ध्यान से सुनना. I would suggest you to have very less amount of sugar or no sugar at all in any of your beverages. Because मुझे पता है थोड़ा मुश्किल हो सकता है स्टार्टिंग में, but please make it a habit to reduce the quantity. अगर आप usually 2 spoons of sugar डालते हो, then try to reduce it to 1 and then gradually eliminate and reduce it to 0. Your sugar is really bad for you. However, if you still feel that you can't have tea or coffee without sweetness and sugar, then you can add natural sweeteners like stevia or honey. So folks, I would say that there is no harm in consuming tea or coffee. There's nothing better between the two. If you want to choose one and eliminate the other, let's say for instance food and water, what would you do? What would you eliminate? you can't take a cold, right? Because it has its own requirement. If you're thirsty, of course you'll go for water, not food. And when you're hungry, you'll go for food and not water. Similarly, when you want to sleep well, you'll go for tea, not coffee. And when you want to go for some intense work, you'll have coffee, not tea. I personally avoid coffee after 4 p.m. and when I'm relaxing in the evening, I want to have my cup of tea. What would you choose? Let me know in the comment section below. So to conclude this whole video, चाय या कॉफी को नशा मत बनाइए, क्योंकि किसी भी तरह का नशा सही नहीं है. We should just know our limits and stick to it. As they say, all limits are self-imposed. And when done, it is only for our own good. If anything needs to be limitless in your life, it should be the challenges and the opportunities that you take with a smile. Because human bodies are designed to work efficiently when we do things which is required and they are done scientifically. Anything excess can harm us. So this is it. If you have made it this far, then thank you so much for staying till the end and watching my video. Like this video if you have found this information worthy, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel because I have a lot of good content coming up and planned for you guys. If you guys want me to cover any particular topic regarding health and fitness that is of your interest, then please comment down below and I'll be more than happy, definitely make a video on it. Till then, eat well, exercise regularly, stay fit, and as we say it out here, more nourish, less worrish. See you next Friday at 8 p.m.